Hi, I'm clinical hypnotherapist Stephanie Conkle, and in today's video I am going to tell you what to do in case your client falls asleep while you're conducting your hypnosis session. So this training is for a little more advanced, really geared toward if you're already working with clients and you're a clinical hypnotherapist. So if you're just learning basic hypnotic skills, then this video is probably a little bit more advanced for you guys. So I say you guys just keep practicing what you're doing, and then when you sort of reach the point where you're taking clients and if you have you're doing the hypnotherapy sessions, then you'll understand more of what I'm talking about and what to do here. Okay. So now for everyone else who is already working with clients, the question comes up sometimes, well, what happens if they fall asleep in hypnosis? If I put them into trance, but then they fall asleep, are they still receiving the messages? Should I just still keep going, or should I wake them up? All right. So there's so many, conflicting answers out there if you look online as to what to do. And I'm just going to tell you what I do that works. Okay, so can the subconscious still pick up information while the person is sleeping? That's sort of what's up for debate right now. All right, so I think that on some levels it can, and for some people it can, and for some people they just go so deeply asleep that they're not picking up what you're saying. And those are the type of people that actually sleep through their alarm clocks, okay? So if someone, sort of wakes up to their alarm pretty easily, then you can probably keep giving them messages and they'll take it. But if somebody sleeps through their alarm, they won't probably be able to take in or accept your suggestions. Now, unless you ask every client, do you fall asleep or wake up to your alarm? How do you know? All right, so so basically, I just want to know that they're still following me, right? So you'll have your ideomotor responses already set up, and you're already working with them. And let's say they just slip into a deep sleep, like a natural sleep, and maybe they're even snoring, since this is how you know they're in a natural sleep. As long as they still communicate with you using their ideomotor responses, then you can continue working with them as long as you're getting feedback from the subconscious. But if they slip so deep that they're not responding to you, now this is the time to wake them up, because it could be hit or miss. You don't know if they're taking in the suggestions or not. And I just feel more comfortable knowing that they're taking in my suggestions. Now, when we wake them up, we want to keep them in hypnosis. We don't want to just wake them up and end the session, right? Because you could have been doing really good work and you're just in the middle of the session and it hasn't ended yet, and we haven't given them the suggestions that they really need or whatnot. So we need to keep working with them, all right? So what you're going to do, and this is where it takes a little bit of skill is involved, but it's not really that hard. You can do it. As once you know that they've fallen asleep and you stop getting any kind of response back from them, then what I do is I'll just take their arm and I'll lift it up and I'll raise my voice and I will say, you can stay in hypnosis and wake up now. Stay in hypnosis, but wake up now. Go ahead and wake up now. Stay in hypnosis. Staying in hypnosis, you are waking up now. And sometimes, if they're just really deep, you might want to give the arm a little shake, kind of like how you're shaking someone awake. I mean, of course, you want to be very gentle. You don't want to do this, you don't want to shock them awake or anything like that. You just want to kind of nudge them awake. You might even just kind of nudge their arm just a little bit or just pick up their hand a little bit. But you want to make sure that you keep saying, wake up now, but stay in hypnosis. You are waking up now, but you're staying in hypnosis. That's right. You can wake up, but stay in hypnosis. You're coming back more and more awake, but you're staying in hypnosis. Okay, so you just want to keep saying, wake up, but stay in hypnosis over and over again. Now, this may take 8 to 10 times to, or maybe longer for some people who are very deep asleep. And sometimes, it will kind of like, kind of startle them a little bit awake. But in that case, you calm your voice. That's right. You're doing wonderful. Staying awake, or excuse me, you have woken up, but you are still in hypnosis, right? So that's right. So staying in hypnosis, but awake, or however you want to phrase that, but just something to the idea of they can wake up, but they're going to remain in hypnosis, and you can make that sound as eloquent as you would like. All right, so I'm still holding their arm, right? And now they've sort of startled awake a little bit, and then you calm them and you soothe them and you say, that's right, you're doing fantastic. You're awake now, but you're still in hypnosis. And when I drop this arm, you'll be able to continue communicating with me. And then, whatever you want to set up on that. And then you should be getting idiomotor responses again. So now let's test this. Just give me a signal that you can hear me, and just wait for them to give you that signal, and then you can continue on with the session. So yes, I do wake them up, but I also want them to stay in hypnosis. So even if they fall asleep and they wake up a little bit, it's the brain waves shifting states, right? And so when they wake up a little bit, they're still in the alpha or theta state of awareness. They're still in the sweet spot of hypnosis, but you just want to give them the direct suggestion that they will stay in hypnosis and you will continue your work. All right, does that make sense? I wish I could demo this for you. I don't even know how to demo this for you because somebody would have to fall asleep naturally. But give that a try next time that happens. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And please like this video and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.